back, I will introduce to you my guest.
Friday, you may be 8 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Not only me and Chichu and for a dog and Pasuju media. It's in the sunny be say. And you come by a shade, so don't for any of Paswabro. Not many idea, me to make a shama down. You don't know how it's not say shame. Oh, premium TV. Million to me and dick and come on. Make us a dumb Paswa. No, I just saw a pop and any geo.
Do it, dear man, I'm going, show me, adore you.
Welcome back. It's time with the maker, live here on Premium TV. I have here a wonderful and a generous man of God, Pastor Prince Enchi. Pastor, good evening and how are you?
I salute you. Good evening to each and every person watching at this moment. And I thank God for the life of them.
Okay, thank you. Pastor, time with the maker. I want to ask you, who is a Christian?
God bless you for this wonderful program, and I thank God for the life of you to host me. I give glory to Jesus, and I thank God for the life of everyone. I will say that we talk about a Christian. Someone will say that a Christian is someone who has given the heart to Christ. That make that person qualified to be as a Christian. That the person has given the life to Christ and walking in the life of Christ. That qualified that person as a Christian. And the person also will be fed with the word, and gradually the person will grow within the word of God.
Okay, so after being a Christian, what can I do to be saved?
It is lovely. There is a word that I love so much when you read about the book of Acts 4:12. It talks about salvation. No man can find salvation from anywhere apart from Christ. No humanity can give us a salvation apart from Christ. That is why Bible is saying that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that is Christ, to die for humanity, for the remission of sin. So Jesus came to die for humanity as an atonement to redeem mankind from the sin that mankind qualified to die, to go to the eternal condemnation. But because God loves us, that is the reason why he sent his only begotten Son to die for us. So grace was given to Christ for each and every person. As in the days of old, God chose a certain tribe to give them a salvation, and Jesus came for salvation to reach we as a Gentiles, for we to receive. So the only place for mankind to be saved is Jesus Christ, for you to give your life for him. As you give your life for him, you are saved.
Okay, so it's only Jesus Christ who saved us.
Apart
But
from,
I heard something. They say
that is the days of old, that those people that they don't believe.
Okay.
When they were worshipped because of lack of knowledge.
Okay.
Our forefathers, they were worshipping idols and this kind of wooden images, and they don't believe. And Tribu Akudia cannot give us life. Komfu Anokye cannot give us life. The only person that can give humanity life and that can give humanity assurance is Christ. So those names, or Yasantua or whosoever, they have died and never even wake up. But the only person that can give us eternal blessing is with Christ. That is grace. So Jesus came to make sure that the grace will extend to each and every person. So we are in the era of grace.
Okay. So prophet, are we in the end time of this our time?
God bless you. when you try to look upon the Bible prophecies concerning the end time, we are in the end time. We are in the process of the end time. Whether we believe it or not, we are in the end time when we're trying to look upon them. And these are all the signs that Daniel stated. Talk about kingdoms, and we have some kingdoms that came into existence and they are no more. And Daniel talk about the abomination. When we come across that the abomination is still in the holy place, we should let the reader understand. And when you're trying to look upon what is going on in our time, the kind of disobedient, the kind of evilness upon the face of this universe, we all will witness what is going on in our time. The evilness of mankind, the atrocity, all kinds of false prophet. When you try to open your station or radio station, you see this kind of magician all over taking hold. These are all the signs of the end time. So what you are saying, when you look upon what the Bible is saying and what is going on in our time, we are in the end time.
Okay, so does everyone need a deliverance?
It is a good question. It is very deep there that the moment that someone will give their life to Christ, the moment you accept Christ, your spirit is born again. When your spirit is born again, you need to work for the soul. Where you are coming from, the house that you are coming from a home. And your home, where your mom is coming from, what the altars that are there. Do you know the altars over there? We have some altars that our forefathers, they went for. They thought that altars will come as a redemption to save us. But because they brought that evil altars, we are under the covenant of that. So kind of a sin within the respect. We have particular the auntie don't respect, they don't respect. We have a certain family that they don't like humanity. We have a certain family that they are thieves. So that is the reason why those days before that you go and marry, you cannot just go to any house to just go and marry. They will check the background, go and do inquiry concerning that family. Are they thieves? Are they criminals? What are they doing? Because they knew that the moment that they connect or they give or their son out, that curse may lay and hang upon. So they will make sure that this home, are they criminals? If criminals is there is a record over there. Nobody will give a son or daughter to just go over that family. That is the reason why when you give your life to Jesus, you need to be delivered. Zion is the place of deliverance. So that such altars within your family will be, make sure that altars will be terminated. If not, that is the reason why you need a deliverance. When you give your life to Jesus and when your spirit is born again, your soul must work and your soul must receive a deliverance. That is the reason why in our time we are having so many souls that they are giving their life to Jesus, but the same lifestyle that they were with is still with them. Because of what? Because they have become a slave to a sin. And if you are a slave to a sin, you need someone to come and deliver you. The certain deposit within you need deliverance. So deliverance is the key for each and every soul. We need a deliverance to work for your soul so that you may live a professional life for Christ.
So without the deliverance, you cannot change, or like you cannot be saved. Though.
Yeah, God bless you. You know, if I'm trying to use myself as an example, I was in a certain life, and that life is with me for a long time. Though I love Christ, though I have given my life to Christ, but that life tamed my life. That kind of uncomfortable situation or comfort me. My soul, Jesus came to deliver me, and I received a deliverance before I will free my soul free from such lifestyle. Without that, you are born again, you are still with the old life. That is the reason why. So it is important for each and every person, the moment that you give your life to Jesus, you need deliverance. The kind of attitude, the kind of food that you ate, the kind of life. Maybe you are into boyfriend, girlfriend. There's a lot of deposit within your spirit that you need deliverance. Those deposit must be out from you before the soul will be free. If your soul is not free, you are still the same. That is the reason why Bible is saying, but Mount Zion is a place of deliverance, and there shall be holiness. So he says, but Mount Zion, there shall be holiness, and there shall be God. So the deliverance will come before the holiness will follow up. When you read about Obadiah 1 verse 17. So Zion is the place of deliverance. So the moment that you give your life to Jesus, you need a deliverance, because the kind of life that you involve yourself, there's a deposit. We have some people that they are into masturbation, they are into lesbianism, they are into all kinds of life before they give their life to Jesus. You need deliverance for the mindset of you to be renewed. So if the mind is not renewed, you are still the same. That is the reason why Bible is talking about the renewal of the mind. If the mind is not renewed, you are still the same. The other day I was saying to the church that in future we have a lot of marriages will be in shameful. And why? Because in our time, the kind of life, because God wants me to be abstain from fornication and those stuff. So maybe a young girl, a young guy is doing those kind of life. And the person said, yes, I have given my life to Jesus. And the moment you give your life to Jesus, maybe whilst you are with your boyfriend, you are doing licking and those stuff, and you go out there to marry a new guy. And if you are not delivered from those lives that you involved yourself with, and you are going for a new husband, what will be the outcome? Because while you are with your old boyfriend, these are the life. You are doing those kind of bad attitude that is evil, abominable, and you are with a new man. What? Those thoughts were ringing in your mind, and we are having a lot of believers that they have married, that they are still committing adultery because they need a deliverance.
Someone may say, I was a lesbian, but I've prayed for myself. I'm now not a lesbian. How is that? Can someone deliver him or herself?
No. When you are a lesbian, you can never deliver yourself from lesbianism. Unless the spirit, the pastor prayed for you, it take you through a deliverance. I met a lady who was a bisexual. He started it from class 6.
Wow.
Are you there with me? Yeah. To training college. And this lady is doing that. And this lady is crying out all day, you need deliverance. Because when you are in that situation, you cannot deliver yourself. And I pray for the lady, as the lady received deliverance, the lifestyle and the mindset was renewed for her to live a life of Christ. So if you can go to church, that is the reason why we have a lot of believers and they are still the same attitude, the same lifestyle, no change for them, because they don't even take them pass through deliverance. And you need to pass through deliverance for the soul to be free.
Okay, so can someone encounter Christ before deliverance or after deliverance?
For me, when I was going to church, I don't know Jesus. I love Jesus, but I don't know Jesus. Because my life is the same. I'm not with the life of Christ. So when you are with the life of Christ, you make sure that you follow the commandment of Christ. Are you there with me? That is why Jesus is saying that if you love me, follow my commandments. So why? Because I am in a prison. There is imprisonment for my soul. So I cannot follow the commandment of Christ because it is not me. That is the reason why Paul is saying that I wanted to do good. The good that I want to do, I can't do it because he was enslaved. So if there is no justification for the soul, if there is no deliverance for the life, there is a pillars of altars that is suppressing. So you need to be delivered. And the moment that you are delivered, you are free. That is the reason why in our time, I wish those counselors that couples are about to marry, like those churches, Pentecost, Methodist, or charismatic churches, where they say they will take them pass through counseling. I wish that they would take them pass through deliverance, because the lady out there is not a virgin, though he have given the life to Jesus, but it's not a virgin, and he have done certain things with another guy. Whilst the lady is there is a memories for a past. It comes into the mind concerning the old boyfriend. I have met a lot of ladies that they have married, they don't love their husband. They're trying to go back to their ex. Not that they don't love their husband, because of the mind. There is an embargo. While they were with the old boyfriend was licking, and they married to the husband is not doing those things. And whilst they know it, and they knew that from the world, and they came to marry. So if they are not delivered mentally to focus on their husband, they will still sin. That is the reason why deliverance is very important.
So, can somebody be delivered when that person is ready? Or like, I'm not ready to be delivered. Can I be delivered when I'm not ready?
Jesus has opened his hand for each and every person. That is the reason why salvation, the grace, is free as a gift of God for each and every person. So Bible is saying that Christ is knocking at your door each day and each night. So God wants you to just open your spirit, develop yourself with a contrite heart or the heart of flesh. That is the reason why Bible is saying that when you are hearing the word of the Lord, don't do what? Don't turn your heart as a heart of provocation. You need to open. Maybe you can be witch. You are the church. You are possessed with foul spirit. You are possessed with marine spirit. You are possessed. And the thing is hunting. The thing is tormenting you. You need to go to Christ. That is the reason why Jesus died. He died for me. He died for those that they are possessed. That is the reason why Jesus was bringing. He brought deliverance, for those that they are possessed with sickness, possessed with evil life. Just look upon the woman, Mary Magdalene. He was possessed with 7 demons. And the demon was the one causing the havoc. So Mary Magdalene can go to church and pray, but it's still with that old lifestyle. But when he met Jesus, what happened? He received deliverance. And those demons was out from her. And the life of that woman became a newness life. And now all talk about Mary Magdalene. After he met Jesus, he never went back into prostitution. So he was doing prostitution under influence of 7 demons. So deliverance is important when we come into the house of God, irrespective of where we are coming from. You need to be delivered by God.
So, when somebody is a witch, but that person doesn't know he or she is a witch, how can that person be delivered?
We have a witchcraft spirit that is with someone who carry the person into the realms of the spirit for the person to do evil. And we have a witchcraft spirit that someone can be envy. Envy is a witchcraft. Someone can be envious to someone. Just the person is having something new. The person is married. While that person should be happy. For that person, it can be a friend, is married. You have to be happy, thankful, grateful for that person. But when he notified that the friend is married, and then he's confused, he's envy. These are all the signs of the witchcraft. Okay. Though it does not even move in the realms of the spirit to eat human flesh, but the kind of that is a form of witchcraft. So you need to be delivered. So we have the spirit of envy. It's with you. It's not good. And we have a spirit. It's the form of a witchcraft. And we have a witchcraft spirit as a demon within the soul that is regulated.
Okay, so can one person be possessed with a lot of spirits, like marine spirit, witchcraft, and lesbianism spirit, and all that?
There can be thousands. We heard about a man when Jesus wanted to go and deliver the Gadarene. The man was possessed with legion. 6,000 demons held And when you are possessed, God knows that the demon that will regulate your life. So things that you are doing, we have some people that they behave not normal. It is not them. It is something that is regulating them. Someone can go to church. The person can go to beer bar and chill and drink. It can't change. That person also needs a prayer. He needs deliverance. He needs a touch. Maybe there's a spirit behind the life of that person. Into prostitution, into lesbianism, into this kind of witchcraft. All need to be delivered from such acts or from such a character.
Okay, perfect. With what you are saying, it means everybody that commits sins need deliverance.
We have the Bible when you read about, I think 3rd John, 2nd John, yeah, it says there is a sin leading to death. We have a sin leading to death. We are, as the Bible is saying that all have sinned and we fall short of the glory of God. Bible is saying that our goodness is a filthy rag before God. So imagine our perfection is a filthy rag before God. He said, all have sinned. Are you there with me? And we have a sin leading to death. What are the sin leading to death? For example, like you are married, you have a friend, you trust your friend. Everything you share with your friend, a female friend. And later on, you get to know that your friend is after your husband. These are the sin leading to death. Are you there with me?
Yeah.
Someone can just do something to pierce you and to weigh you down and to pierce your heart and to cause a sorrow to your heart. So we have a certain sin, or sleeping with someone, wife, is a sin leading to death. You can die. Going for someone, husband, is a sin leading to death. Are you there with me? Going to Shina is a sin leading to death. It's an abomination. So we have a sin leading to death. Are you there with me? And we have something called transgression, like you violate the laws of God, like obey your mother and your father, it shall be well with you, and you will live long. When you violate the